Yo, crypto nation and mining family, what's going on out there, guys? Yo, what up, what up, what up, guys? Got that tech man in the house going, yo. Crypto Patel, he's like, dang, I forgot to comment. I gave you a second here. You could posted, gotten on there, and Crypto Patel's like, I watched the live stream, but I forgot which one. And that's been going on live a lot. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. As soon as I usually get a little bit of time to do stuff, I do it. So lately, I've actually had time to go live and all that good stuff. So, how are all of you awesome people doing out there? I see only a couple of you guys up in the house here. I hope everybody like commented on this video here. Man, I wish every time I refreshed it, like it didn't like make me lose my spot that I so nicely like picked out. So whenever I like switched over, like I was about to get that out of my way. Oh, that's blurry as hell. There we go. There we go. So I hope everybody here sat there and commented right up on here. This is where I was putting together my 3080 Ti water block with the front and back active cooling on there. First water block that I've done for myself personally and not just for an FPGA rig or helping somebody else put theirs together. So I was able to put it together with no, with being very uneventful. It's like I've researched enough on how to do it the right way. You don't need to really crank on stuff and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, everything went together smoothly. No real leaks on there. It was more of a pain in the ass to fucking fill the system up. But it's like all you had to do is sit there and drop a comment of, were you USA? Because if it's only for the United States, you had to put down what the weight was. Closest winner, over or under, is the winner. Put a comment in of what you liked about my channel. Yeah, I think that was. You had to be a subscriber, of course. You had to like and you had to like and subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. I mean, these are rules. These are rules. Oh, dude, man, this thing is nice, Vidal. I can stream at 1440p now. Ray tracing on, DLSS on, and temps are in control. The GPU sits at a blistering 49C. And the Threadripper is at an extreme 58C while gaming and streaming and chit-chatting. It is really nice. Now, whenever it comes to mining on it, that's where I see just a poquito, a little bit of issue, guys. Just a poquito. So because the GPU uses when it's mining, it's 275 watts. So, you're talking, let me pull my calculator up. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's call it 279 times 3.41, which is for every 1 watt, you generate 3.41 BTUs of heat. So the card's generating 951.39 BTU. So we're going to call it 952, just to kind of round it up. 52. I don't have my thing in front of me for the conversion on this. So, I mean, but it's 952 BTUs being breathed right onto the CPU, and the CPU's max is 180 watts. So it's actually getting exhausted on by a jet's afterburner, we'll call it. I'd have to convert it over to Fahrenheit because it's like the calculation is how many BTUs it takes to bring a pot of boiling a pot of water boiling, or how the time it takes to boil 1 gallon of water. So and that's how they calculate it for Fahrenheit. So, but I don't have the calculation right in front of me, so it's harder for me to do it. I kind of do everything by a lot of times I just calculate off of wattage. So, I mean, you're talking 279 watts breathing on 180 watts. Not going to have a good time. Oh, God, these fucking scammers. Let's see here. What can I call this? Unwanted, yes. Bye-bye. Get that guy out of here, stupid little scammer. You have been reported. I hope it was worth it. But yes. Well, I'll make you guys wait until, because I'm not gonna just sit here and just do a giveaway, I mean, I know this is all you're coming here for, right? Right. I knew it. This is all you guys wanted, right? I don't know why they're doing that, Tech Man, and I do not understand. Oh yeah, Crypto Bedell. Yeah, they're you get that even with the PC in your phone. There's like a weird delay between the two platforms. Kind of funny. Like you can hear it twice, echoing. Da, 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 da. Sit there and just hear da, 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 da. But yeah, I don't understand why they're scamming people like this with those crazy URLs. And I've seen them on just tech channels too. I mean, you're not even talking like crypto related channels in any way, shape, or form. Just oddball channels while they're going live stream. It's like, wow, they are trying. That you can almost do it as a direct correlation of, guess how bad the money is. That the government's money themselves. That's why we're all here in Bitcoin. We're trying to fix the money, fix the world, Bitcoin. But it's like I know you're all only here interested in this little bad boy, right, guys? You want to know who won. You're looking to see who won here, and I hope everybody here is commenting. I'm just saying, I hope y'all comment. I really do. Really, I really do hope y'all comment. I'm just saying. But before we get into that, let's sit here and talk about some of that delicious meat. Let's see here. So, NVIDIA is gonna, we all know they're coming out with the 3050. Is going to be infinitely times faster than a 1650 and a 1050 in the new RTX on graphs, but those do not support ray tracing. So you're talking about if you were going to do apples to apples, to sit there and put a 1050 into the talk on that tells you that a 1070 Ti is probably better than this. I mean, you can only push 1080p performance so far. Yes, you've got newer memory modules in there that are a little faster. Cool. You got 8 GB of it. Cool. But a 1650 is not faster than a 1070 Ti. I mean, even in a gaming aspect on there, I used to game with a 1070 Ti. I guarantee you, my 1660 Ti felt more like my 1070 Ti, to be completely honest, and it just did it a little bit more power efficient. So to sit there and start comparing the 3050 into that realm, that you're going back that far, that you can't even say that it's better than anything in the 20 series. You're like, oh no, we know that those 20 series cards are probably a little bit better than this. Doesn't say a whole lot. I think this is just like a money grab for the people who can't get a graphics card, but need to get some kind of an updated one. Maybe they're using a 1050. They want to get something a little bit newer, play with some of the ray tracing. This thing is going to ray trace, but on the lowest spectrum of ray tracing. This is going to be more of a budget build in mind for sure, but nothing that I'm going to really look at. I know it's going to, it's going to be nerfed too for mining. I'd be really surprised if they secretly drop this card with no LHR inhibitor on it. I'll be really surprised on that. I mean, nobody's really talking about it right now, but at the same time, it's like I would be really, but again, like I said, they're setting that bar really low. They're comparing this thing with the ray tracing with all of them. Yeah, if I compare with ray tracing, sure, I should see a performance uptick. Is it as exaggerated as this graph, is? Realistically, this could be more of a biased viewpoint on there, so I take this with a grain of salt with it. So 1080p highest settings. Well, 1080p highest settings, some of these things cannot even handle that depending on what game you're talking about. Control has a lot of draw distance. Minecraft has a lot of draw distance. Minecraft was also made to run on a potato. So it's like, okay, you're comparing ray tracing on Minecraft. How hard is that really? There's really, again, you can play Minecraft on a potato. Control, okay, I can see this one. With a little bit of more of an efficient, newer core on a newer architecture, it's going to handle it a little bit better. I'll give them that. But again, they're setting their bar real low. I'd like to see them put this against a 2060, non-super, just a regular 2060. Not so, see where the performance really lies in on there. Give it some, give it apples to apples. But mining wise, I believe that this is going to be nerfed in every way, shape, or form. And I always get people talking about laptops. I keep an eye on them every once in a while just because they get a little interesting. This one has the 3070 Ti mobile, the max power edition in the Vector laptop. And whenever you see anything with a max P on there, I would sit there, and if you're looking for a laptop, that's what you're looking for, is max power. That means that you're kind of sacrificing a little bit of battery life, but you're going to get the maximum performance. You're going to have the better, hopefully the better cooler in there. Hopefully that's how they're going to achieve. Because if you're going to have more power, you got to have better cooling on there, better fans, higher RPM. So you might have a little bit of more of a noisier laptop, but you're going to have better performance off it. So if you do light gaming on the go, You use your laptop everywhere you go. This one actually looks kind of interesting to me. Um, it's like I know that the wife would probably need a new laptop at some point. So I've been kind of looking around, seeing what would be a good value to her. Now, just because you see Max P and you know it's going to have the better cooler in here, guys, don't mine on it. No, 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 no. I do not recommend mining on it. The power bricks on those things are really not designed to take continuous power usage like that. Batteries definitely do not like that constant power cycling on them, so you're going to start overheating the battery on there first, and that's going to let loose. And that's not good, guys. Another one of these guys. 3, 4. On 1, 3, 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, no, no, open rig. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen people sit there and pop the back sides of these laptops apart so they get as much airflow into them. But when you open them up and you look at the cooler and you see it's just a couple of heat pipes with a, hey, what's going on, Red Llama Crypto? What's up, what's up, what's up? It's like, hey, what's going on, Poos? But what I like about, it's like some of these laptops is how they're generating and power limiting everything, and knowing they're if you're going to do a heat cycle on there, they kind of understand, okay, if you're gaming on it, you're going to be dealing with this kind of heat load on there. Mining kind of hits it a little differently. It kind of just puts it in the boost mode and just holds it there. These coolers were kind of made for hitting there, holding it for a little bit, and then kind of backing off as needed. It's like, yeah, you gave it the headroom, but even in a gaming situation, you're not going to be hitting that full top end headroom of the gear that you got. Mining, it's gonna hold. For sure, Tech Man, smash that thumbs up. Helps me with the algorithm, guys. I'm just saying. Sometimes Dream Deck likes to be a dick and it doesn't want to listen to me. So turn it on, but it won't turn it up. Take it, thy fist. So what's going on, Goblin? Yo. So, like I was saying, like don't be sitting there and mining on laptops. I mean, the equipment is just not designed to do it. You're not gonna really so much hurt the laptop itself. You're more or less gonna take a toll on your battery and your charger. And if the battery lets loose in the right way, it can cause a fire. If the battery lets loose the right way, it can take out the motherboard inside the laptop. So I mean, there's just a lot of things that can go wildly wrong while mining on a laptop. So I just tell people not to do it. I've seen a few people and seen the carnage from them, and they're like, damn, I should listen to you. I mean, they're like, I didn't really care about the laptop, but I didn't think it would do it like this. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, it's that power cycling on that lithium battery. They are not designed to stay in a constant state of charging. Even if you were to sit there and do immersion mining with it, no. What's going on, Jason the Tiger Osborne? How's it going? How's it going? I'm just sitting here talking about some new hardware, all that good stuff. Like I said, I've been looking at a laptop for the wife for a little bit, so this is kind of a little bit relevant for me. Cat dumped over some water on her laptop, and I went to go pull it apart. Well, I went to go unhook the lock for the ribbon cable for her trackpad, and the lock fell off. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I could sit there and go get a new cable, and I could take the laptop apart and resolder on a new one. But yeah, I had to find that and figure out how to knock that sucker off. I mean, I could do it. Give her back her trackpad. I might do that. Make a video on it. Sounds like a plan. I think I like that. I think we might be doing a video on me replacing the trackpad connector. Yeah, you break it, you buy it. Yep. All right. And the Arctic Sound resurfaces as Alchemist Arc Pro Series. It's basically Intel's open source GPU driver called Media Driver 2021 Q4. So I wonder if their naming sequence on that for 2021 Q4 means quarter four, of 2021 is whenever they developed the driver on there and kind of secretly launched it out there. Not sure, but it looks like, as far as it looks for right now, the ZEHP architecture GPUs that they were talking about releasing, it looks like they might have scrapped it to commercialize them for data centers. Now, it would make a little sense from the way that I look at it, that it is a big undertaking to develop a discrete graphics device. So if they could sit there and give it out, get data centers to get on board with it, and actually just, hey, this is a computational monster that works very well with our hardware. We've designed it to play very, very, very nice. So, it's like we can, they might have just kind of scrapped it for the time being, and they're just going to have their graphics cards fall up underneath the ARC lineup for ARC A, whatever, Pro Series. And the XEHPs are just now gone. Or are they just they're kind of testing out the waters with creating this, and then maybe next year come out with a graphics card at this point? I'm not sure. But it looked like the graphics card was supposed to, have already been kind of released, but we know that did not happen. Operating between 75 and 150 watts. Supposed to support Gen 4 PCIe with GDDR6 memory, and higher end ATSP series, which would be their Pro series, would be up to like 300 watts with the possibility of having the HBM2E memory support on there, which would be really good for data centers to be using the HBM2E memories. They're a little bit finicky, but for AI development, you need faster RAM, and that will be definitely beneficial to them. So this is nothing that I wasn't too concerned to see them not releasing it. I would rather see them kind of refine it a little bit more. Maybe they went back to the drawing board going, hey, look, we're too far behind on spec wise. We need to jump up in scale on this and get this to work great. And if they're gonna come up, it's better to be a generation behind everybody on your first swing than being like 2, 3, 4 generations behind. So depends on if they could get driver support with the games also. That would probably be another big thing. Like if they couldn't get any of the drivers to be supported on the games without running into licensing issues. So there might be some things that could have held back this graphics card that they were thinking that, hey, we're going to go dip our toes into it. They get partway in and they're like, oh, dear Lord, what have I done? But at the same time, guys, this was one that I was kind of interested in, and then you hear the news, NVIDIA temporarily halts the production of its GeForce 3090 Ti. They were sitting there and citing it that it was driver issues, some other little issues with their, but the embargo was supposed to be set for this week. It was canceled, and even at CES, it was kind of weird. If you guys watched the NVIDIA keynote speech at CES, they had like a 2-second blurb that turned into a meme, with the 3090 Ti edition. It's like, no, bro, it's TI. TI stands for titanium. You can't just go around redoing the periodic table and yeah, it just doesn't work like that, homebrew. I don't care how much money you make. It's TI. But yeah, it was like a 30-second little bloop. We're going to talk about this and we're going to move on. Yeah, it exists. Thanks, guys. I know, exactly, Red Lava. I mean, like the whole Thai edition. I was like, what the hell did you just say? You're one of the fucking main people at your company and you just called it a tie. That thing you put around your neck, the tie. And it's kind of weird too, because this is like all in midst of AMD like shooting themselves in the foot with the 6500 XT being Gen 4 by 8, which means if you put it onto Gen 3, you get Gen 3. Wait for it. By 4. Gen 3 by 4. So a 3080, an RX 3080 4 gig will outperform a 6500 XT. The only thing that it's got just a inch above is that it's got a little ray tracing core on there. Who cares? It is less of a card than a 3080, guys. I mean a 580, an RX 580 outperforms this card, hands down. It's like, okay, what did you do that for? It's like somebody needs to sit there and explain from a gaming standpoint. It's like, granted, okay, it's 2022. You're building your PC. You're like, hey, I need something other than trying to go after a CPU with onboard graphics. I get it. I totally get it. You might go after this just so that you can get a better gaming experience on there as you wait for a GPU to hit the second-hand market, whether it's been mined on or not. As long as it's working, even if it's been mined on to death. If it's been if they guarantee that it's working, the worst you ever have to do is rethermal paste it, put new pads on it, maybe change a fan within the foreseeable future. To me, I can care less about that. As long as I'm getting the performance that I'm looking for. So, but with that also being, it's like, and if you can get your hands on them, the 6500 XT is supposed to be, $200-300, until you see them on the scalper market for $400-500, and you're going, bro, a 1070 Ti offers more performance, and it's at the same price. At the same price, you get better performance on a 1070 Ti than a 6500 XT or a 3050 Ti. Hard toss up there of which one I'm going to really want on more performance on a 1070 Ti at the same hash rate. I'm just saying. And God knows if they're nerfing, if the 3050 is going to be LHR or not. Bro, I'm going to sit there and say it's going to be LHR. Son of a Tech already tested out the 6500 XT. Well, it's only 4 gigabytes of GDDR6 anyway, so mining Ethereum is out of the question. It doesn't have enough to load the DAG file on there. And then anything else, yeah, there's a few things you'll ROI at some point in the near, in the next year or two on it. So if you're trying to like expand because you're wanting to expand, now is probably not the time to go grab these cards. They are not where, you're going to put it on Raven Coin, you're going to put it on what, Beam, or you're going to put it on what, Ton Coin or whatever it is. There's a bunch of different mineable coins out there that you can just, as soon as you get payout, you exchange it out for Bitcoin right away. But yeah, you're starting to go more speculative by going and grabbing these cards. But getting back to this 3090 though, it was kind of funny how they unveiled it at CES, where it was just like a little, thank you, please come again. And it's like, wow, your flagship, the TI. It's like, why? And it's only nominally better. So what you're going to get from the 3090 Ti that people also kind of miss is that the 3090 and the 3090 Ti, they're the same card. It's still you're talking about a GA102, and you'll have a Dash 350 versus a Dash 300, so that you can tell that it's a different card, but it's still the GA102 chipset. So let's not like split hairs here. We are just talking about a card that thermally performed a little better with all the cores opened up on it. So they put a little bit of a chunkier cooler onto it, changed the fan curves on that thing. How the fans ramp up on the card. How it maintains its, all that good stuff. And yes, the TI is going to have a higher TDP. I would expect this, as their flagship. It should hold the most wattage, have the most performance. But your performance uptick from the TI to the non-TI is not leaps and bounds, guys. You're talking like a 10% uptick from each other. So if you're looking for a 3090 or a 3090 Ti, you're not gonna lose. You're like, if you're doing it for competitive gaming, rendering or whatnot, you are not going to see a difference on a difference on who's performing better over who. Rendering, maybe you might see a little bit of a few minutes here and there you're going to save, but I don't think it's enough to really go, I have to have that. The TI is gonna be, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. Take it for what it is. But the TI is gonna be more for the enthusiast. The guy who went all fucking out on their build. They got the best case for water cooling. They've got the best CPU money can buy with the most expensive board money can buy. I mean, it's just the top of the line. He's going to go after it. Let him. If that guy's wanting that card, it's not going to matter if he's, he might have already bought the 3090 and now he's just going to get rid of the 3090 so he can get the 3090 Ti. So, I mean, there is pros and cons to them releasing a Ti. So, you might see a 3090 on the secondhand market once the Ti's actually launch. But for right now, they are being held back. So, I mean, like the rumors that I heard, it's like a BIOS issue and a hardware issue. So I don't know if they're LHRing this thing. And they're not. And if they try to LHR it, it's like having like a performance problem with it. So I think that they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and remove that fucking LHR shit off of here to get this card to perform right. And that's my suspicion on there. There's my tinfoil hat for the day. But the pricing on there has been leaked, guys. So the MSI's, the Supreme X, you're going to be looking at $3,654. Wow. The Trio is going to go for $3,571. Oh God, that's horrible. And they've got the lower tier Supreme X, or one of them is possibly being listed for $4,497. Oh God! It's gonna make me sick over here looking at that shit. Wow! Oh my Lord, guys, that is insane. That there is insanity. So you're going to be basically looking at like, give or take, I'll say low tier shit, $3,200 all the way up to like $5,000. Oh yeah. But you guys also got to remember this. They don't have a Titan class though, and I've kind of said this before that the 3090 is your Titan class. So if you guys remember what back when the 3080 Ti was launched, the 3080 Ti was for everybody like us. Hey, if you were a gaming enthusiast, you either got a 1070 Ti or you got a 1080 Ti. This is, you're going back 4 or 5 years ago, right? And you had the Titan class that came out right along with it. So with the Titan class, you had it was a very unique situation with those Titans. Where they would game, but they were hedged, like kind of earmarked for your data centers. They were also earmarked for your AI development. Now that they've gotten rid of the Titan class, the 3090 is that. Because the necessity of 24 gigabytes of GDDR6X memory modules, you don't need that. I don't care how much you're gaming or how much you're mining. It's really, that is like your top echelon enthusiast gamer or more earmarked for like data centers, because this thing works beautifully with a lot of airflow, especially on the backside. You keep that card cool and you get crazy performance out of this thing. You let that card get up to, and I'm not even exaggerating here, we're talking while it's mining, the 3090 gets up to like 59C, and I can watch the card starting to thermal throttle, and I'm starting to lose hash rate like instantly. Like I'm talking, it'll go from 120.2 mega hash to 112 mega hash just because the backplate got warm. The A6000 is the new Titan now. The Ace class series cards are server cards, so those are going to be earmarked for your just for data centers. But they've always had a data center solution sitting over here. But there was the ones that were like kind of like in between, like where they were data center solutions, but they were closer to how home solutions work. So yeah, there was like little quirks about them and stuff like that. So like you could game with them, but like not all the games played nice with them. Sometimes you had to down clock them because the core clock was just too insane for the game to be able to work right on there. So I mean, the Titan classes didn't always play nice with all the games. From what they got better towards the end. Like if you were to grab the old 10 series Titan class, like that fucker's gonna like game and mine really good, but it's gonna use a lot of power. That is exactly how the 3090s are. Or that is that Titan class power usage, really. So yeah, it kind of depends on how you want to look at it. I think that like the A series is like a step above the 3090s, you know, like your lower end A series. But yeah, but the A series will work great as mining cards, but you don't have any video output either. So there's that. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, the kitty, kitty. But let's see here. But I know everybody is now here that I need to have here. What's going on, Golden Wolf? Hey, what's going on, Max Voltage? What up, what up, what up? My fellow Illinoisan, what's going on? Kitty, kitty. I don't know why you're like all up on my lap like this. So, I had told everybody by, you know, your deadline was Wednesday, and I kind of gave people a little bit of time to do this before I got this going. I got to this point, everybody had a chance to comment, and there was really only a few comments in here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna refresh this real quick. So once I put this card into its water block, how much did it weigh, and what did you guys like about my channel? Now we got a whole bunch of people. Red Llama with the USA America, ha! but you were supposed to guess what the weight was. CC, you were supposed to do the same thing. You didn't put no. You're just here for some support. Love it though. I love it. We got Max Voltage. He's like, USA missed the late night dirt sessions. Work sucks, but keep up the good work. But you didn't put down what the weight of the graphics card was after I put the water blocks on. Like Patel put in there, USA, always love your knowledge. And it was a pleasure to meet you in person for sure. DCA fam 52C. I don't know what that means. But we got Goblin. He's like, USA, enjoyed the silliness when gaming, as well as all the knowledge provided with the technology. Thank you. He's got the 8-pound guess on there. We got John Z going, USA, love the tent. I'm sure it was supposed to say content. If he was doing it on the phone, it probably like fat fingered it. I'll let it slide. He's like, keep up the great work. He's like 7.87 pounds. We got Tech Man. He's like USA. Ooh. He's like, I'm going to go with 5.9 pounds. Like a 360. Good stuff always. Woo. Woo. And we got Golden Wolf here going, good afternoon from that Seattle, Washington. He's like, I love the teardowns. Maybe 6.95 pounds. And you guys ready for it? You want to know what the weight is on this? Do you want to know what the weight was on this card? Max Voltage, like, oh, it looks like it's between Golden Wolf and Techman and John Z and Goblin Luza. Yeah. These are the only ones that could follow the instructions. Yup. You know it. It's like, for the win, you shouldn't have to rip apart a $1,900 card. Yeah. It was actually like a $2,000 card to put a $400 cooler on it. But the actual weight of the card with the front and back cooler on there, guys, was an exact to the pound. It was an exact 4 pounds, guys. Exactly 4 pounds. So, Techman, you are the winner. Yo, what's up with the 5.9 pound guess on there? Yo, love it, guys. So, Techman, definitely get a hold of me in the Discord. Send me your address so that I can ship this bad boy out to you, bro. Techman's like, woo! Yeah, buddy. That's what's up. Goblin Loser with the FA. Hell yeah, dude. Spam that FA, dude. He has won himself a Zeus Tough 650 watt power supply. That will definitely power up a small gaming unit or a couple of mini Doge miners. Crypto Bedell with the FA, because to all you awesome, sexy motherfuckers, you are all rated F for fucking awesome. Yo, that's what's up. So I am glad all of you enjoyed yourself here, guys. With a little bit of that knowledge bombs. I'll probably end up gaming a little bit later on tonight. I'm going to try to maybe make this kind of a normal thing. So if you guys are like, awake in the evening time with nothing to do, you can definitely come up over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do some gaming up because I also have a Twitch account. So Not sure if I'm like how much I used to do gaming up over there off and on under crypto and hot rods. So actually, the same thing. He's like, F.A. Gabe Night. Like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, yeah, I'll definitely get some, do a game night again after the Wi-Fi goes to bed. Oh, you want to do some cypherpunk tonight? No, all right, I'll do some cypherpunk. That's no problem. I got you, fam. I got you. We'll do some cypherpunk because you asked. Just because you asked, we're going to do that. Burpage. So, with that, guys, if you guys don't have any other comments or questions, like, oh yeah, Crypto Hot Rod, let's see some cypherpunk now that you fixed the contrast and the brightness for us. You got it. Yeah, I didn't realize how much, like, with the way that I'm got the new screen, I've had everything set up for my 1080p monitors for the longest time. So 1440p was a bit much, so I had to like grab it. Yeah, there was a few things I needed to change, but I'm glad I got it fixed now that it's like watchable and it's not like I'm blinded by the light. So if Bitcoin is gold and Litecoin is silver, what would be platinum? Well, platinum's not really all that expensive. So I would say Monero. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to end it right here. Get all that good stuff. Techman, certainly get me that information to you guys. I will get this sent out to you. You get more power. For me, this is something that's like, I don't mind the 650 watt power supplies because they make good test benches. You're not trying to put something under a load. You just want to put, hey, this is all working gear. I can now test components because I got a known good item. I do have like a 750 watt power supply sitting off to the side for like a little test bench and stuff like that, and I've got no issues with that thing at all. But I don't like load up the GPU or anything like that on there unless I know it's like a lower tier GPU. Then I could go, okay, I can stress test this. But something like a 3080 Ti that's got like a 400 watt, as long as the board ain't pulling a lot of wattage, yeah, I can deal with it. 400 watts is well within a 750 watt power supply, as long as CPU with its cooler around there is not pulling the rest of the wattage with it, you know, where you're pulling 700 watts. I'm just saying. It gets a little dangerous. Like, that's awesome, dude. I needed a bit more power. I've got the power. All right, guys. So, I'm going to end it right here. And I'll definitely see you a little bit later on tonight with a little bit of that cypherpunk, guys. Yo! I played a little bit of it while I was on without streaming. And it looked amazing with the HDR on there, the DLSS on, ray tracing. It looks sensual. So we'll get a little bit of that going on tonight. I'll see you on the next one. Yo!